are here with Gill Batt, who's a bitting and bridling expert, and she's going to be helping us with Polly today. So we've got Polly tacked up, and Jill's just doing some preliminary checks.
Let me feel all around her. She's not sore particularly anywhere, which is a really good sign. She's had her teeth done, so I'm happy with that, although you're going to get them checked again soon. Just having a little feel around her hyoid area, but no soreness either side, so that's really good. I'll take my gloves off because it's a bit rude to stick them in her mouth. What I have noticed, I've already put my hands inside, is just gently sliding my thumb in through there up onto the top jaw. She's actually got quite a flat palate for quite a long distance back. Being a thoroughbred, she's quite narrow, so the cavity where the bit would go as she lifts her tongue is actually quite narrow, so I wouldn't be looking to put a French link, or possibly I wouldn't be looking at a single joint bit. Rosie says there's no real control issues, so that's really good. So we just
Good. You sure, Rosie?
She's just brave, a web child.
The only thing would be she's just quite fiddly. Oh, go on.
Quite bit busy and fussy.
Yeah, she sticks her tongue out quite a lot and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is watch her go in a normal bit with a hanging cheek and a standard bridle, and then we're going to assess and see what we think will suit her better.
So, well, you'll see when I get working, I don't know whether she shows her head off, but that's like what you expect, really.
The thing is, what we want to do is get her to stretch out towards the bit more, so it actually pulls her out from the shoulders to strengthen the neck.
Yeah.
It's not bad, is it?
Definitely better on the other way.
Yeah. Yeah, she's much more heady, isn't she?
Yeah, it's just.
Normally I would do possibly do the bit and do the bridle separately, but I definitely want to get her out that single joint, because I think that, especially on the right rein where she finds it a little bit harder to settle, I think just that action is just encouraging her to come up and above the bridle a little bit more. It is one of the Sprenger ones. It will sit a little bit straighter in her mouth, which I think might help. And on the loose ring, because now we're going to put her into the Quantum Bridle as well, the cheeks give a little bit more stability to the bit. The curve away, as you can see in the previous picture, you've almost got a little line there where the original bridle ran through, which is right across the TMJ. There's all the facial nerves in underneath here, which if any pressure is put on them, it will affect, they're all connected on the fascia lines, meridian lines, so you can have pressure here, it will restrict your hind leg. The thing is, with some horses, we find that they have it one side and the other side, because obviously, like us, their heads aren't symmetrical.
Oh, wow.
Shall I put it the lower one?
Yes, please. So we want to clear all this ear base. Again, there's lots of nerves around the base of the ear. That's all fairly secure. Plenty of play, nothing pressing. Get your hand all in round it. This is the simplest version. This is actually what we're now calling our welfare bridle, because this is the original design for the horse, so there is nothing restrictive on it. So as you can see, there's plenty of space everywhere. It's not touching on anything. We just pop a little pad on the back there to secure it. Pads are all padded with elastic, so there's no chance of over tightening.
So Jason's used these bridles on sort of his own horses, which actually he doesn't own anymore. So JJ and Iris, and they went really well in them.
But see if she'll, not a floppy rein, but not a tight rein, so just see if she'll go forward and take the contact and kind of move her left and right rein, just in walk for a little while.
Okay.
Maybe put a couple of halts in, but then get her going again. And see if she'll offer to you to go forward and softer, like that.
There, that's even feeling better straight away.
Oh, you're saying all the right things, Rosie. She just said she feels better straight away.
Again, the horse is going to have a little time of a period of change, so we've got adjustment, because if they start to work better, they're actually going to be using their muscles a little bit more, so that walk is quite nice. It's a bit intermittent, but she's nice and quiet. That's better there, so that's that nice. And Rosie's not having to do anything. Definitely it looks like when you're turning it's much smoother.
Yeah.
So
Oh, she looks much more.
trot is much more regulated.
And this is on her bad rein as well.
Yeah, much more regulated. Rosie's looks like she's not having to do so much, and interestingly she's picked her hands up a little bit naturally. So even there where she finds it a bit difficult, where the mouth opens a little bit, she's definitely not going above it and coming away from it in such a dramatic way as she was before.
It was a lot better. Like just at the end there, she stretched out a bit more, and in that last canter, she was a lot more willing to move into the bridle a little bit more.
And did she feel a bit less fiddly, a bit softer?
Yeah, definitely. Like she felt her head was a lot. Yeah,
there was a bit more
less
consistency, wasn't there?
Yeah, a lot more consistency. It was just
A bit more
that's it, isn't it? Yeah.